Hey YouTubers, Steven here. How's everybody doing today? Alright. Now, I've been wanting to try my hand at making jerky for a long time. So, bought a beef jerky gun. Used ground beef, ground chicken, ground pork. Today I'm going to use a pound of lean ground pork. And we're going to make like a sausage jerky, if you will. I've been thinking about trying my donair recipe in jerky, and I think that would be pretty good too. So, but we can save that for another video. This is purely experimental, so if you're seeing this, that means the recipe rocked. I took a couple of different sausage recipes. The main one that caught my eye was actually an English banger sausage recipe. But I tweaked it a little bit because I didn't have some of the spices. I'm not adding bread to it. But anyways, let's get started, eh? Alright, so we got our ground pork in here. And what I'm going to do, recipe calls for 1 egg. I'm going to just plop that in here. This is going to be a nice mess. Now I've taken all my seasoning and I already mixed it up into a mixing cup. Just make it easier. Basically what's in here is a 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg, an 1/8 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and an 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, and of course the 1 egg. So I'm just going to spread a little bit of this mix on top of the seasoning. We'll get it started, and then once I get it pretty much half mixed, oh, this is so gooey. Once I get it half mixed, then we'll put in the rest of the seasoning and we'll mix it all up good. I'm losing some. Alright. Note to self, use a bigger bowl for mixing, especially if you're going to use more than a pound. But as you can hear, the egg is all well mixed in. It's not making that ooky gushy sound. Everything is all spread in. Looking good. We'll clean off the hands and then we'll get loading the beef jerky gun and get this bad boy started. So I got the tube on my jerky gun, and I'm going to try and keep my hands clean. We're just basically going to stuff the meat down in the gun. There's always somebody walking in front of my house when I'm filming. Damn you, Murphy. Damn you. That's not the name of the person, by the way. This is Murphy's Law. Yeah. Try and get these airlocks out as much as I can. I've got the oven preheating behind me. 200 degrees Fahrenheit, as per the instructions that came with my jerky gun. And this is just a cheap one I got from Walmart. It was 35 bucks. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get too much more in here. It's just under a pound, so we'll screw our tip on. And I've watched several jerky videos here on YouTube, and you know what, I found almost all of them completely useless because secret recipe, can't give it out. You know what, dudes, if you're gonna make a cooking video, you gotta give us the recipe, or it's just a waste of our time, right? If you agree with me, everyone, and my oven's preheated, if everyone agrees with me, put it in the comments. I'm sure most of you will. So, just like a caulking gun, we're going to give her some squeezes. We're just going to spread it out on this cooling rack. That should be long enough. Nip it off with our finger, and we're just going to continue filling the whole rack, just like so. Like that. We'll come back when I'm done because I'm not going to bore you through it all. Alright, here we go. Look at this. Alright, so 1 pound gave me 1 cookie sheet. And this is just a cooling rack that we got at the dollar store. I am going to invest in some jerky racks just because, well, that's only a pound. And that's not going to last very long in this house. These two over here look a little strange. That's what was left in the cap. And I didn't want to waste the meat. I mean, that's a fair amount of meat. So, let's get this in the oven. Alright, and who says being a brewer isn't a good thing? Because I'm going to use my brew timer, which I have set at 80 minutes. And there we go. Countdown is on. So we'll let this run 200 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 hour and 20 minutes. And we'll be back when it's done. Alright everybody, it's done. After 1 hour and 20 minutes, I actually kind of looked at the meat and it was kind of like, I don't know if it's done. So I left it in for a full 2 hours. And I did take a little piece, but let's do sampling, okay? See? It's cooked. It's not going anywhere, but let's give this a try. Oh my. This is good. It's just like a cold, flat sausage. But this is good. You guys want to try something, kids?
Yeah.
My son Hunter and Shelby both want to come try this on camera, so I'll give you each a piece. Come on, don't be shy. Come in the camera. Come in, say hi. Say hi. That's Hunter. And you see Shelby's, well, never mind. But she's right there. What do you think? Good. Nobody can see your head nodding up and down, Shelby. Come on, Beaner.
It's good.
It's good. Well, there you have it, folks. So you're seeing it, so you know it's good, and you've got the approval of 2 of my kids. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. And seeing how well this turned out, I think I'm going to try another recipe. Maybe my donair meat. This actually could work for donair meat because it is fairly thin. I don't know how well that comes out, but it's about just a little smaller than 1/4 of an inch, so maybe 3/16. Either way, thanks for joining me. Give it a try. If you've got any comments, suggestions, you know where to put it. Till next time, see ya.